All right. Welcome. It has been a while. This is gonna be a Project Zomboid B42 run. And before you ask, yes, I'm gonna continue eventually the Stalker series. But for now, it has been like a pretty rough period. I lost my girlfriend, then right after that, I lost my job. Now, and I looked like shit. Now I'm shredded. I got a job, and I got a new girlfriend. So I can allow myself to play some Project Zomboid a little bit. So, this run is gonna be extremely difficult, and we are gonna spawn. We're gonna spawn in a random, let's say, location in the woods. And it's gonna be it's gonna be 1 week later. So it's gonna be 1 week later. There are gonna be sprinters and walkers, a lot of sprinters though. The infection is set to saliva, blood, and actually touch. Like, what I mean by that, I'm using a mod that what it does is that you can be infected even if you just get touched. Like, if you get touched by a zombie, like on your skin, you have a percentage, like a chance of getting infected. Pretty much makes it so that every single kind of liquid or contact, it's extremely like infectious. Just like in 28 weeks later or 28 days later, like the zombies were extremely infectious. So that's why if you even like a small drop of blood, for example, entered your nose or in your eye, or maybe your fingernail, you had a little cut in your fingernail and it went there, you were fucked. You were infected, and just after 1 minute, or even less, you transform. So that's what is gonna replicate. How to prevent that? Wear always gloves. Never, for example, push at zombies without gloves. Wear as much protection and things over, so that the blood and zombie, in case they touch you, they get to touch you. They do not touch the skin, pretty much. Um, I think it's recording the audio. Yeah, hopefully, because if not, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, it should be. And the cover, of course, the eyes, our mouth, cover everything, and use longer melee weapons if possible, because the shorter ones are gonna expose us to more blood and like splatter and potentially more risk, I guess. Um, and then if the clothes get too bloody, we have also a chance of getting infected. So always try to keep ourselves as clean as possible. We do not want to get infected, of course. Now, I really love hardcore roleplay runs. So the day length is gonna be 2 hours. The objective of the game is gonna be, first objective, go and find our loved one. There was a mod from B41 that is not in B42, but I can recreate it very easily. So the mod is that we receive a phone message from our loved one, which will be, let's say, our girlfriend or our mom, and she is in Louisville Hospital on the top floor, and she is waiting for us. She needs our help. She's stuck there. She cannot go below because there is full of zombies, right? So our first objective is gonna go there and rescue our loved one, which is called Pat. We rescue Pat. The second quest is gonna be to go to the extraction in Moldrug. Um, Once we get there, then if we succeed, then I will remove this. I will stop this playthrough, save our character with all the skills and all the items he has on him, everything that he has in the backpack. As I will try to bring with myself as much things as possible, but they have to fit in the backpack and on myself without being overweight, without being encumbered. And then I will port that character to a new world, which is gonna be a world 6 months later. And then if I pass that, and there's gonna be new quests in that one, and then if I manage to survive even there, then I'm gonna port that same character to a third world, which is gonna be a 10 years later world. So it's a very interesting run, very long run if it succeeds, extremely difficult. Because let's say even just there is sprinters, so even just one, like even just if they touch me, there is a chance they touch my skin, there is a chance that I get infected. Imagine if I get scratched, it's pretty much like almost guaranteed that I'm infected. So it's very, 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 or if I get scratched because I just fell, then that part of the skin is exposed. So it's very, 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 very difficult. Now there is a lot of mods for roleplay. We have to wash ourselves like from dirt because if not we stink. We have to piss, shit. We have to sleep. If we sleep with like uncomfortable clothes, then we don't sleep well. We have to sleep like in a pajama or without clothes, or using a pillow helps with being comfortable while sleeping. There is a lot of mods that there is a crawling, like we can crawl. There is a lot of mods that um, a lot of mods that how can I say it? A lot of mods that makes the game more realistic. Sorry, I was thinking about this. I'm also trying a mod from one of my friends, which is called Monkey, and Monkey is actually one of the pillar of Project Zomboid modding community, and he's making a new mod, and it's about let's say reworking remote explosives. Um, mainly, it's not only about that, but mainly that one. This one I don't like. We spawn with the anarchist cookbook or no? No. We do not start with that because we are starting just 1 week later. So we are gonna start with the normal starter kit because it's 1 week later. So we have something, right? And let's go. There is no respawn. Let's go through this. There is no respawn. The zombies are normal, like quantity of zombies normal. They are urban focused. Speed is random, so there is some sprinters. The sprinters amount it's 30%. The strength is normal. They are tough, so they are even more difficult to kill. Of course, balance saliva, infection mortality of just 1 minute because once we get infected, I want to know it like right away. I don't want to keep playing with the character and then after 2 days knowing that I'm dead. However, I am using, now that I think about it, I am using They New mod, which pretty much this one, which pretty much what it does is that it adds very, 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 very rare zombies that have a black hazmat suit that on them, if you kill them, can have a cure or like a temporary delay to the infection, to the zombie infection. So if we have that, I guess 1 minute is too small of a time to like use that. So I will put it 0 to 12 hours. So if we get infected, we have at least minimum 1 hour to use the thingy, the cure or like the delay. I put them to be, I select the settings on these zombies. They are extreme. Like by default, they are already very difficult to find. I made them even more difficult to find. So and it's not guaranteed that on them there is a cure or like a delay, like infection delay, or I'm not sure how to call it. The memory is short, so they're quite stupid. The sight is poor, and the hearing, it's poor. Let's put it poor. They do our environmental attacks and they trigger alarms. I try to put it as realistic as possible and how I like it too. Now the loot. There's gonna be as the days go on, there is gonna be less and less loot to simulate the fact that there is survivors, looting the stores, looting everything, or like And also I have NPCs. There is NPCs. Um, so yeah, and I made the loot quite difficult. Like you can see, it's extremely rare, extremely rare. Medical ammo range. Only melee weapons are rare, and these are rare. But you know the most essential, this one, and this one are extremely rare, which is not that bad to be honest. It's actually very easy. It's actually fairly easy still to find them, but um, actually, yeah, let's leave them. Um, yeah, I think I have to leave them to rare just because. You know, it's just 1 week after the start of the apocalypse, so there is still a lot of this. And I will say there is less of this. Why? Because you know, probably people are focusing on these three, and yes, they're focusing also on food, but in fact it's rare. It's not like normal, but um, probably this is gonna be normal actually. Normal, 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 normal. I'll leave the tools to rare and normal and rare. I think like this it makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, then the shut off. I don't know why it's written two times. Like it says here, water shut offs 14 days. Electricity shut off of 14 days. And then it says water shut off between 0 30 days, 0 and 30 days. Then why am I selecting this? I don't get it. But you know, I try to make it as realistic as always. All my runs in all my games, I try to make it as realistic as possible. Even though it's of course a fantasy settings because there is no zombies in real life. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, and I made it so that it's difficult to get things in nature. That like the nature is dying for some reason or it's getting weaker. And the idea is that in the second run, like in the second world, if we get there, it's gonna be cold, and in the third world, like in the 10 years later, it's gonna be extremely cold all the time. So like the world is getting colder and colder. So I put it that it's difficult to plant, it's difficult to have a farm, it's difficult to have anything that is related to get anything that is related to like nature, let's say. I'm not gonna go over every single one, but just know that it's all about realism and immersion. Now, I one of my favorite profession is lumberjack. However, the mod from my friend uses this. Which I don't like because of this perk. Because I think that the perk that allows you to like how can I say it? I think this perk is too OP, so I never take it because I think it's too OP. This one, outdoorsy, that makes you not affected by harsh weather condition. When I really like that the characters are affected by the weather conditions because it makes the game more interesting in my opinion, and also it costs only two. Um, so I'm not gonna take it. So I'm gonna go with my good old lumberjack, which I really like, and I'm gonna go specialization. Of course, I have a mod for more perks. It adds more perks in general. Let's read some of these. Some of these are new. Spartan dramatically improves spear effectiveness. Effectiveness. Killing zombies reduces panic. This is interesting. Juggernaut dramatically improves blunt weapon and axe effectiveness, but increases the endurance cost push, have more range. You wanna, I don't need that because I have expert, so it's not like really necessary. Maybe it's like they work together because this one it improves the effectiveness, so I think the damage, but increases endurance cost. And this one makes axe swings faster. So maybe they'd work together, but it's 15 points. So Terminator 14 points. It pretty much makes the guns have no recoil. But I always go for this because it's 12 points and gives us 4 aiming, 4 reloading, and 4 tracking. But mainly for the aiming. With 4 aiming, you pretty much aim already pretty decent. Like you don't have to worry too much about your aim being completely absolute shit at the start. This one it's very good. What it's gonna do is that if we are about to get dragged down by zombies and they're about to eat us, before that happens, our guy is gonna push them away. And it can only happen one time per character. So our guy will only do like one time, and then it's gonna do it. Never gonna do it like anymore. Let's see. Let's hear this. You remember, personally, whenever you read this below 50% HP or drag down, you are healed to 4 HP. No, because we are gonna get infected if we get we get scratched. So. And this one is keep your distance. Your immune system is very weak. Just touching a zombie could make cause an infection. Clothing reducing this chance, but be aware if it's torn. Sleeping in very bloody clothes can infect. For our lore, the lore of this world is that the virus, spreads this way. It's very, very effective and, affects everybody in that way. So. I'm gonna go with Puck Mew Stout. Ignore the first time you will be infected with the Nox bar. You will lose this trait if it activates. It sounds very nice. However, I don't know if it works well with this mod. If it gets bugged maybe. So I will pass on that. Use 20% less endurance and recover endurance. This one sounds very, very OP. Like very OP. This one is too good. I always take it. Oh, there is so many new perks, man. Wow. Less chance to generate bloody dirt when dirty and trash. We're currently enjoying cleaning action done fast. Wakeful. Wakeful is very nice. But look how many points we have to spend already. So let's okay, small bladder and this. It's only 1 point and it's gonna make it very annoying. It's just an annoying thing to deal with. So no. Fast metabolism. You gotta keep in mind that the perks that we take, unless they are like, we're gonna have to keep them in the second run and the third run if we survive, like the second one and third one, and that in those words it's gonna be much more difficult to find food and that kind of stuff. So some of these are dynamic, but not all of this. So one like this gives only 2 points. Is gonna fuck us up pretty much. This one is nice. We just start with like a puppet, like not a puppet, like a doll, and if we lose it, we get set for a while. That's completely fine. Bad Teeth, it's very OP. It's 3 points, and the only thing that does is that we feel pain when we eat, because our teeth are. Weak stomach. We don't plan on eating. You should never eat anything poisonous or rotten, so you should be fine. Um, this one maybe. Difficulty is difficult when near players or zombies. That's fine. Also this, it's a bunch of pre-points. Anyway, you should not like take a piss or fucking shit if there is like a zombie, right? Maybe if there is a player like a NPC, maybe I guess, but we will be alone for long periods of time, so no. This one we will take, because what it does is that when we go in vehicles for a long time, it gives us like sickness, but it's very slow. Like it grows, like the sickness, it's very, it increases slowly, so it's completely fine. Take alcoholic. It's pretty. And we take out of shape. And we still have 18 points now. Or we can remove this, I guess. And actually, I think we will remove out of shape. And we can take now. How many points do we have? 8. I'm tempted to take this, but I don't know. Oh, the cardio one, right? Yeah, let's take that. That's too OP. I mean, I don't think it's OP because it's 6 points, but it's good. It's good. And we still have 2 points. Fast learner. Okay, there is someone outside playing music. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Hopefully not. Well, I think we are ready. Lumberjack. Anyway, when we're gonna play the game, you're probably not gonna hear it. So, let's see. Random. Okay, this one looks decent. Neil Mosley, skin color.
Hey! Hey!
That's fine. I like. Okay. I like to go like this with stubble. And also this stubble. And let's see. That's fine. Okay. All right. Let's save him. So this is the story of Neil Mosley. This is my very first run in B42. I never played it before. I have about 1,500 hours in B41, but I never played B42. And the amount of mods that I'm using right now, it's about 250 mods. In case people want to know which one I'm using, I will post, like, if they ask, if anyone asks, I will post, you know, the collection, I guess. So first objective is go to Louisville Hospital, and okay, something went wrong. Probably because of 250 mods, but let's see which one is the trouble. I'm gonna fix it and then come back.